April 8, 1940, the North Sea. The world is only months into a conflict that will soon consume the globe. On the bridge of a small British destroyer, HMS Glowworm, Captain Gerard Roope scans the horizon. He has no idea that within 24 hours his name will be spoken with reverence by his enemies. "Any contact with our battlecruiser, sir?" The reply is negative. They are alone. Suddenly, a call from the lookout. "Ship ahead." Through the mist, a shadow Roope's instincts flare. In these waters, at this time, a lone ship is a threat. "Identify yourselves." "They claim to be Swedish, sir." "Swedish? It doesn't feel right." And then, the air is split by the flash of enemy guns. The Glowworm is under attack. The crew rushes to battle stations. These are German destroyers, part of the massive invasion force heading for Norway. The Glowworms, for 4.7-inch guns, return fire. But the enemy turns to flee into the fog, hoping to lose their pursuer. But Captain Roope will not let them escape, so easily full speed ahead. Follow them. A second German destroyer emerges and the fight intensifies. Shells scream through the air, throwing up massive columns of water. The Germans lay down a smokescreen, trying to vanish. Roope charges into the fray, determined to engage. But miles away, the German heavy cruiser Admiral Hipper receives a distress call. A massive, 14,000-ton warship with 8-inch guns. She turns south to crush the distraction. Her commander, Captain Hellmuth Heye, expects a routine elimination. Massive ship ahead. The battle freezes for a moment. The shadow ahead is not friendly. It's a giant. The Hipper's forward guns erupt with a deafening roar, sending half-ton shells screaming toward the tiny destroyer. The water around Glowworm erupts. Roope doesn't hesitate. Deploy the smokescreen. Turn south. Warn the Admiralty. The hunter has become the hunted. Shells rain down, smashing into the hull. The Glowworm disappears behind a wall of smoke, battered but not broken. Inside the smoke, Roope knows their chances are slim. They are outgunned, outclassed, and alone. But surrender is not an option. He gives the order that defines a crew. Prepare the torpedoes. With full speed and unwavering determination, the Glowworm emerges from the smoke, charging directly at the giant. The Hipper's guns concentrate fire. Shells rake the small ship. One severs the mast. Another strikes amidships, but they push through the storm. At close range, they launch their 10 torpedoes. Immediately, Roope turns hard, dashing back toward the smoke for cover. They are so close to safety. A shell slams into the ship just behind the bridge, tearing through the structure and killing or wounding many of the officers. Chaos reigns on deck. On the Hipper, Captain Heye watches the bubble trails of the torpedoes approach. He orders the helm hard over, skillfully steering his massive cruiser into the gaps between the torpedoes. One by one, they pass just meters from the hull, harmlessly disappearing into the deep. On the Glowworm, Roope looks back, hoping the smoke and torpedoes bought them a chance. His heart sinks as the Admiral Hipper emerges from the smoke, undamaged and furious. The bombardment resumes with devastating accuracy. The Glowworm is dying. All hope of escape is gone. They are alone, crippled, and facing certain death. But for Captain Roope and his crew, there is still one option left. He gives the order that will become legend. Turn around and ram it. The Glowworm, a mere 1,300 tons, turns and charges the 14,000-ton Admiral Hipper. Every gun on the cruiser fires at the approaching destroyer. Captain Heye watches in disbelief. He realizes what is happening and orders evasive action, but it is far too late. The Glowworm is committed. The impact tears a 130-foot gash in the Hipper-S side and completely shreds the Glowworm-S bow. The small destroyer grinds along the cruiser's hull before falling away, listing heavily and on fire. Roope, knowing his ship is lost, gives the final heartbreaking order: abandon ship. On the Hipper, Captain Heye assesses the damage. They are taking on water, but his crew can contain it. He looks back at the burning wreck of his adversary. He sees the small, defiant ship roll over and sink, and he sees the British sailors struggling in the freezing oil-slicked water. Captain Heye gives an order that speaks volumes about the character of a naval officer. Go back. Prepare to pick up survivors. The German cruiser returns to the scene. Ropes are thrown over the side. In the frigid water, Captain Roope clings to a life raft with his men. They are amazed as their enemy returns to save them. One by one, frozen and exhausted, the British sailors are pulled aboard the German ship, given medical attention and warm drinks. In the water, Roope fights his last battle. He pushes weakened men toward the ropes, trying to save everyone. But the cold is a merciless enemy. Men too weak to hold on slip back into the sea. Roope tries to reach them, but they are gone. Finally, his own strength fading, Roope grabs a rope. German sailors pull him up the side of the cruiser. He holds on with everything he has, but the cold has taken too much. His grip weakens, he slips, and Captain Gerard Roope falls back into the North Sea, forever claimed by the depths he defended. Of the 149 men aboard HMS Glowworm, only 31 survived. A few months later, a remarkable message made its way through diplomatic channels to the British Admiralty. It was from Captain Hellmuth Heye of the Admiral Hipper. In his official report, Heye detailed the incredible courage of Captain Roope, the stunning fight of the Glowworm, and Roope's final, selfless acts in the water. Heye concluded his report with a demand that this British officer be decorated for his valor. Captain Heye's testimony was pivotal. Coupled with the accounts of the survivors, it led to a posthumous award. 5 years after his last stand, Captain Gerard Roope was awarded the Victoria Cross, the British Empire's highest award for gallantry. It is one of the few times in history such an honor was recommended by the enemy. The story of HMS Glowworm is a testament to the idea that courage is a universal language, respected even amidst the fog of war.